Welcome to the Shut-ins podcast, the inaugural episode.
Inaugural?
Yeah, inaugural.
Way to be enthusiastic.
Way to be
Yes.
very
Yeah.
Welcome to the Shut-ins podcast. My name is Ryan.
My name is Andrew.
Nick.
Oh, well,
You.
fuck
I'm
you.
Jake.
I'm Ulysses.
I'm
We're
Nick.
sharing a mic.
Hopefully they can pick it up.
Weren't we not supposed to swear out? Whatever.
No,
Who
it's
cares?
No,
fine.
he has
Doesn't
count.
Don't
matter.
bleep it, it's fine.
Just
Yeah,
to let you
you'll
know,
believe
for
it.
anybody who's going to be watching this podcast,
Oh, you don't. Oh, you don't.
Sorry.
Okay. Okay.
just bleep it then.
yeah. Just,
For
It's
Mr.
Hero.
X.
Sorry. His name is Mr. X.
Yeah.
Mr.
I thought
X.
it was
Our
It's Hero.
editor, Mr.
Mr.
X,
X.
No,
is
Mr.
going to be
X.
doing a
Mr.
special
X
event
now.
where he's going to be creating a counter for the amount of swears that we have.
Yeah,
Good
it's
luck
called
with
the
that.
Shut-ins drinking game.
Hey, can I win? I'm probably gonna win.
It's a
You gotta be
drinking game.
closer to the mic too.
I'm probably gonna win.
No.
I'm gonna.
Well,
win
anyway,
it.
Look, we're always
I
gonna win.
already got one on.
so let's do an introduction, everybody. I am Andrew. That is my name. The name is Andrew, and that is what my name is.
Don't wear it out.
Love you, man.
Yeah.
What's something that you like about yourself?
What's something that I like about myself?
All right, this isn't an AA meeting. Let's get over this.
Well, I'd bring it in, but it's way out of shot. I have a guitar and I play a lot of music, and that's a cool thing that I do. Yeah.
Cool. Am I going next or?
I'll go next.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
Go next.
I introduced the podcast. My name's Ryan. Shout out to you, Camera 2. Basically,
Don't give. You're not
I
gonna
like
give any
video
love to
games
camera
and
one?
music. Haha.
You're not gonna give
And
any
I've been
love to camera
sober
one.
for 3 months.
Hey, yo,
I have. Wait, 2 months. Sorry, I forgot Thanksgiving was 2 months ago.
You're not gonna give any love to camera one.
Camera one, my boy.
I don't like camera one.
Camera
thought-
1 has a lower
Wow,
quality
why?
and doesn't deserve the
Okay,
love.
you know what? Well,
It
we're
doesn't
gonna be
deserve
getting
my
into
love.
camera
Camera
one
one's
It
the
soon.
only
doesn't. It doesn't have me
Yeah.
on it.
Camera one's the only camera I'm in, though.
All right, cool.
Yeah, camera one's the only one that we're on.
Listen,
So,
I
you know
own
what?
these
It sucks.
microphones, which means I, by extension,
All
own
right,
this
seeing
pod.
as
Look,
how-
man, I already said I love you.
Oh, okay.
Stop
never mind, you're
talking.
good.
All right.
Wait, whoa, hostile.
It wasn't though. He loves him.
Hi,
Lo.
camera one. I'm Nick.
You're Nick.
Yeah.
What's one thing that you like about yourself, Nick?
FM light DJ.
Wait, what's that?
Fucking radio show where they play light music.
Yeah.
Like Barry Manilow.
You guys ready for some
Yeah,
smooth
Barry Manilow, yeah.
jazz?
Barry Manilow. That's
I
true.
know he loves Barry.
It's a-
Manilow.
wait,
I
it's a-
love Barry
But it's
Manilow.
funny because he does.
It is
What,
funny because
dude?
he does.
I like legal Legos. Woo!
You like
Some
jazz?
Legos. You
Yeah, I
like
love
jazz.
jazz. Love Barry Manilow. I don't
love-
play Roblox.
I
so
love
screw
jazz.
that.
Currently waiting on a vinyl edition of John Coltrane.
Woo.
Oh, wait, which one?
Naima.
No. Oh.
Ooh.
Dude, I
Okay.
want to get, what was the one that Summertime was on?
Regular show?
Can we?
That's not what I meant.
We're gonna move on down to our good buddy who's holding a fucking rabbit.
It's cute.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah.
dog toy.
He's adorable.
It's a dog toy. It's a fucking dog toy.
Was not expecting that.
I just want to let you guys know, though.
Use that as
That's
the open.
bleep. That's the bleep.
Yeah, use that as the bleep.
Oh.
Yeah.
There you go.
We've got our favorite panda on the podcast today.
Is that extinct?
You know,
Yeah, it's
I didn't
extinct.
get my fizz on the podcast because someone fucking forgot
I'm
to
sorry.
bring my
I
fizz.
took a sh.
What do
Okay.
you mean? You told me.
I took
X,
and I
Mr.
forgot.
X. You're not
Oh my
supposed
God.
to. You're the
Mr. X,
editor.
you
I'm
stop.
sorry.
Look.
Yeah, and you have no life.
Here's the thing.
Even you have to bleep
Editors-
yourself
editors
out.
have no life.
the one thing you can take from this
Shout out
is
to
that
Bedmaster, 'cause I love
a plush panda got an introduction before these two.
Yeah.
No, I got an
Just go ahead
introduction,
and-
but you didn't let Yuli go.
You
Let
got-
him go.
You got
Yeah,
half
Yuli,
the
we gotta
introduction.
let Yuli go.
Do it.
I am lower than a plush panda.
You're higher than a plush panda to me.
Well,
Best for last.
What about your unicorn?
he
Good.
hasn't introduced himself. Let him introduce himself. Then the unicorn.
What's
that
something you
one
like
thing
about
you
yourself,
love about
Yuli?
yourself?
What is-
Love about yourself.
What is something
What
you
is-
love about yourself?
Me. Not
all
me,
of me. I
personally.
am perfect.
You're perfect.
I stare. I wake up and stare in the mirror, and I'm like,
I mean, who else has a name like
So-
Ulysses besides someone who's dead?
Yeah. I mean, S. Grant was a pretty good president. I gotta say.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than
was.
he actually sucked at being a general, but
Nah. He
I mean, he-
won by
I mean,
superior
he did
numbers,
win
not
the
by
war.
strategy.
He won a war
Hey.
though.
So did the Russians.
Okay. Hey, did you ever introduce your name?
I said I was Jake.
Okay, I was making sure.
Jaked.
All right.
Jake from State Farm.
My name Jake.
plans on
My name
who we
Jake.
are as a group.
Oh yeah. So
Yeah.
I'm. Do you want? Okay. So we're the Shut-ins. We're a people who's doing a podcast.
We're a people.
Yeah, we're definitely
We're a
people.
podcast.
We're
people.
also a podcast.
We're
So
pod
here's the
people.
idea for this show. This episode's gonna be more about gaming and games, but in future shows we're gonna do a lot more research about like scientific advancements, and we're gonna talk about things that have happened recently in the world, and yeah, it's gonna be interesting.
Also, basically, just for future reference, most of the show is going to be completely juvenile, just for the fact that we're a bunch of college kids. Yeah.
Also,
Our
I'm
editor,
in it.
Mr. X, has to edit it all.
We're not even
Man,
even
he's gonna
10
have a lot
minutes
of fun
into the
with
first
this.
one, and he's already got.
Yeah, Professor X.
He already has so
Can I
much.
get a
No, don't
counter?
say that. We're gonna get sued. I don't want copyright.
We're not going to get sued.
Oh, we're not
Huh?
gonna get sued.
No, it's Professor
Start making-
EX.
Backstory of Mr. X. He was.
Not right
no,
now. We'll
okay,
do it later.
fine,
We'll do
fine, fine.
We'll make.
Can I
you
get a
can't make
counter?
lore in the inaugural episode.
For the amount of times I swear.
If you do it, I swear.
All right. Well, apparently we're not going to have a counter.
Okay, whatever.
All right.
Okay. So,
So-
topic.
Hold on, wait. Can you do a ding every time we swear?
Do it. Wait. Yeah. Put a counter
Yeah,
on like
like
the
a
bottom
ding.
right hand corner.
thought we were gonna
Please do it,
we were
Captain.
gonna bleep it with the squeaky.
Yeah, we were.
We're gonna bleep it with the squeaky.
Okay, I'm already gonna lose.
Just
Okay.
Bitch,
get
I wanna
rid
be-
of that part entirely.
Yeah, just do that. Yeah.
Family friendly
alright.
here. We're going to get to
Okay, so- Topic 1 in our first inaugural podcast. We will be discussing everyone's top 3 upcoming games of 2019 that they're most excited for.
as of January 9th.
As of
9th,
January.
January
Uh,
9th, 2019, at precisely
7:13 p.m.
14.
7:13 p.m.
14.
What's the 13?
Oh wait, why is it?
13.
It's
Your
14
watch
on
is
mine.
wrong.
It's I don't have a watch.
Your laptop is
Top.
retarded. Just f off.
Why is it say that?
Hey, moving my mic. Jake,
Wow, that's
moving my
Why it's a
mic.
minute late.
well, that was close.
Jesus.
Did you really?
This chair is going to hit this mic and
It's
it's going to
okay.
go sailing
Okay,
into you.
so starting with Andrew.
Oh, we're starting with me.
I mean,
Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Should
We'll
we
go.
do-
We'll just go.
Should we
around
go?
room.
Should we do like our first one, then go around, and then our second one go
Go
around?
around.
Because that's I don't want to say all three
Yeah,
at once.
sure,
'cause
sure,
that's
that's
like
fine.
Okay.
that doesn't build up the
We're
tension.
gonna do the number
well.
1 first.
Number 3.
Like our
first.
number
So
one or
yeah,
number
so
three?
I'll do my I'll say my number 3 is like my least kind of anticipated game of the 3.
It's still anticipated.
But it's still highly anticipated because the game I played the first game, and my first game is definitely Doom Eternal.
Ooh.
Mm.
Woohoo.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
I'm so I played I played the entire like first Bethesda Doom.
You spelled it wrong.
Didn't even spell half.
Yeah, I played the entire first Bethesda Doom as well as some of the old school Dooms. So I'm a little pumped for it.
Dude, I'm honestly the same way because I own Doom 1, Doom 2, Doom 3, the newest Bethesda Doom, the Doom reboot, and I'm getting Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
And I have the Doom soundtrack on my playlist on Spotify, and my God, it's by far one of my favorite games. It's also like one of my anticipated games of 2019, just sheer for the fact like the soundtrack is going to be kick-ass.
There, did you see? Speaking of the soundtrack, did you see? I forget who it was, but somebody did a cover of "Immigrant Song" for Doom Eternal. Or
No, I
something.
did not see that.
Oh, it was really cool.
Oh, I'll
Should
have to
check
look
it
it
out.
up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, not really.
That's a
No,
different
we're not.
podcast.
It's on topic.
It's on topic.
All
It
right.
is on topic.
Okay,
So
Nick.
that's my one. Nick.
My number 3 is the Division 2.
You are.
Look,
this is what I was
we
saying.
predicted this before the podcast, and I literally said to him,
No,
that
no.
"You're gonna get grilled for everything you say."
I'm
probably."
gonna even for my number 2, I'm just gonna get fucking like shit on. But I am excited for the Division 2.
I don't understand why.
I
all of those
I
Ubisoft trailers.
personally
Did you enjoy the
I
division?
enjoyed the Division 1. Yes.
I don't understand.
But with the amount
how.
of bugs and optimization issues, yes, I understand it was. Yeah, that's just
It is Ubisoft.
I mean,
It's
yes,
also
it was.
the Ubisoft downgrade system, and also the fact that
I
the
don't know.
story was really incomplete.
just love their Ubisoft style trailers. Those are so like.
Yeah, they're
Talking
great.
to the mic.
Yeah,
Yeah, they're great.
talking
Idiot.
to the mic.
What are you doing?
Oh,
yeah,
yeah,
what are
sorry.
you doing? You're not
I
even
was
talking
drinking
into the
water.
mic.
All
Well,
right.
don't
Sorry, I just love.
fucking drink water. They really do.
There was
Yuli,
actually
you have
They
anything
make
to
you
input?
pay for the
What?
finished
Oh,
game.
yeah, well, okay, well, I mean, one reason why it's
Stop looking up body
Uh,
pillows. Fucking be in the
it's 'cause,
podcast.
so their plan is it was just announced recently. Their plan, they're not gonna sell it on Steam, by the way.
They're not going to sell it on Steam.
It's being sold on the Epic Games Store.
Wait, what?
so
Wow.
that they can
Hold
get
on.
full profits. It's understandable.
Well, if they get more profits from that, then why aren't they selling it on the Uplay store?
Well, they will
They
they
should.
are going to be selling on the
I
Uplay
literally
Store, I
just
believe.
got
It's not only going to be on
not a
Epic.
sponsor, but
You
recommendation.
fucking sucks.
Fucking Humble Bundle.
Uplay
Shout out
Store.
to them. They're
Sorry.
great. Paid $12 a month for fucking
Is this
shit ton of video
Are we
games.
sponsored now?
No,
Oh.
we're not sponsored now. Just a recommendation. No, you don't. You
No,
don't
you
have
don't.
to bleep it out.
Dr. X, stop being a weirdo.
Dr. X.
Yeah, he's Dr. X now.
Man, this
We
guy's
give
getting
we give
a
him a
promotion every 10 minutes.
yeah, we give him a different.
Yeah.
Well, Professor. It's usually Doctor.
That's not true.
5 hours
Not
ago.
all. I had a professor that wasn't a doctor.
Five
professor,
hours
wasn't
ago,
a
it
doctor.
was announced that Division 2 and other titles from Ubisoft would be released on Epic Games Store and Uplay only.
Okay.
Okay. Like,
So
but here's
That
the
doesn't
thing.
for
change
them.
whether or not
Is
the
that,
game's
like,
going to be good or bad.
from-
That is true,
here-
but I'm just saying, like,
All right, like here's the thing: is that I used Humble Bundle, and Division is on Humble Bundle right now for the month of January. I got it, and I had to go to the Uplay store in order to like redeem the code.
yeah.
I had to create an account. Like I fucking hate that I had to do that. Like, why can't it just be through Steam?
That's the same with
I
Rainbow
understand that
Six.
they're trying to make like fucking
They just want the
pro-
dough.
They do want.
That's the
dough.
same
want
with
the
Rainbow
bread.
Six
They
though as
want-
well. Like any
Let's get
anything,
this
really.
bread.
That's the Rainbow Six. What are you talking about? I have
With-
it on Steam.
With Rainbow,
It's
Yeah.
on Steam.
It's
Rainbow
on
Six
Steam.
is on
yeah, but you have
Steam.
to have a Uplay account as well.
Yeah, you have to have a Uplay account. I had to make a
It's still
Uplay.
the exact same though.
No, it's not, because I had to make a Uplay account in order to accept my game.
The thing is
Wait.
they want money.
I didn't have to
And
make
Steam
a Uplay
takes
account
money.
to play the game. I had to make a Uplay account to accept the
Boo-hoo.
game.
Oh,
Like
okay.
Rainbow Six, I have it on Steam. This is different. This isn't on Steam. Like, the fact that they're going to be selling it only on the Epic Game Store, which is cancerous to begin with, and fucking Uplay is just stupid.
I mean, it's their game. It's like,
Yeah,
are
I
you
mean-
gonna? Are you going to like
It's their
give
game.
Blizzard for having their own launcher?
No,
No.
I'm not.
Well,
I mean,
Because
that's
here's-
like giving.
well,
that's
other-
like
like
giving
having
any
your own
game
launcher is
Exactly.
different
Any game.
launcher.
I want them to have their own launcher.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's
like,
true.
but like having your own launcher is like a totally different scenario, though.
Yeah, here's the thing, is that Blizzard games are only on their own launcher.
Yeah.
Uplay is not doing that. Ubisoft is not doing that. Their is on their launcher as well as a separate e-store. And also, by the fact that you're separating it from the biggest gaming platform on PC,
They need a competitor. The only one that's competing is Microsoft Store, and that's shit as well.
okay, well,
So,
Microsoft's
like-
there.
Like, I will agree with that.
I can agree with that as well. But they already have a competitor, which is fucking Epic Game Store.
That's not a fucking competitor.
Wow, we've gotten
They
really
just
off
play
topic.
Fortnite.
Exactly.
No,
It's-
it's still
but
on
it's
top of the
growing.
game.
Tell me-
like,
Tell me the fucking reasons that play Fortnite haven't.
Okay,
basically
don't
made them
say
like-
re.
don't say that. That's mean.
That's that.
I don't like them.
That's
All right.
mean.
I'm
They're
sorry.
12-year-olds.
Are you calling Ninja a sir?
Yes.
They're
Oh,
12-year-olds.
damn.
All right. The
Sorry,
Ligma
11.
patients, the Ligma patients, have basically just been funneling billions of dollars into this one company. Like, on Steam, it's completely indie development. Like, you have tons of indie
EA,
games.
Ubisoft, Activision, they're all bad.
Okay, yes, they're big companies.
All AAA
Don't know.
companies are bad. I fucking am hating Blizzard at this
Jake,
point.
can you
Yeah.
Make sure you're.
Sorry.
Okay.
Yeah. Next
Yeah,
person. Who's
sorry.
next?
Oh, yeah,
Ryan,
Ryan
what is
next.
your?
Yeah.
And
Isn't that the point though?
essentially, my friend Andrew basically took my third one as well. I'm gonna
Sorry.
say Doom Eternal.
Yeah.
Again, yeah, it's my third most anticipated, just for the fact of, like, I'm gonna say that it gets an 80% at least on most review platforms, just for the fact that some people are probably gonna complain, like, oh, it has like the same gameplay. Like, yeah, you can't really change up that gameplay as much, but you can add new features to it, like the dash. And
The
stuff
the
that they
dash.
have.
Don't they have the grapple?
Yeah, the grapple hook.
Yeah, they have like
Yeah.
the auxiliary weapons and stuff that I'm like
That's pretty
insanely
cool.
excited about.
That's
And that I think it's gonna be an amazing game, and I'm really gonna be fucking enjoying playing it.
Mhm.
So
Jake,
Jake.
do you wanna move on?
Okay. My third game was technically just released in it was October.
So this is 2019.
Yeah, this is 2019 only.
This is 2019
Yeah,
only.
it's 2019.
They're all the
only.
rest are the rest are I'll be honest. Deltarune, because that's good. But
Okay.
everything else is I
I-
only have 2.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
Okay,
Yuli.
fine. I
And
have
then
no clue.
Yuli.
anything.
Yuli.
What is Deltarune?
Yeah, what is that?
Deltarune is in Undertale 2.
Oh.
Undertale 2.
Yes.
Oh my god! Yeah, they made and released Undertale 2. It was free on their store.
It was good.
I heard nothing about it. I
It
don't
was
see any.
really good.
Nobody.
Like,
yeah,
I'm
nobody
s-
talked.
Yeah,
about
no one talked anything about it.
it.
I
For
was
how much
really
of a meme
confused.
Sans is, like,
Yeah.
nobody talked.
For how much of a meme Undertale is? Shut up.
I mean, they have
Like-
a team now.
Da-da-da-da.
So like,
I mean, like,
They're
it's
putting
just like there was no hype for it. There was nothing. I'm so confused
I didn't
by.
even. I literally didn't even know this happened until like.
Yeah, no,
a
like,
minute and
I'm
a half
so
ago.
Wait,
confused.
there was
by,
an Undertale 2?
Yeah, there was
Yeah,
an
yeah,
there
Undertale
was an
too.
Deltarune is
Undertale
Undertale
2.
2.
There was an Undertale 2, but there was no hype for it. It was literally just randomly released on their website for free download, and that was it.
That's a dumb Undertale.
Yet?
too.
I was like, yeah, wait, wait,
reviews.
wait.
Yeah, it has reviews.
Let me see.
Was it good?
I liked it a lot.
Oh, okay.
So, but you type in Deltarune reviews.
Shut up. Deltarune Chapter 1.
That's it.
Is it Chapter 1?
Yeah, they're putting out more chapters in 2019.
So this is like
that's
Oh.
why.
So
That's
this is-
why I'm saying it's
so
my third game.
So this
it's
is
my
like
third.
Minecraft story mode.
Basically,
Yeah.
but good.
Good.
I mean, hey, it looks nice.
It
wait,
looks
what
really
the
good.
Heck?
It's more of a.
I'm looking at the opening here. And welcome, please read
They
these
changed
final
the combat
warnings.
system a little
Take
bit.
them into your hands.
Oh yeah, it is.
Licensed agreement.
Well,
If-
I've heard of this.
Licensed
Yeah.
agreement. You accept everything that will happen from now on. Do you accept it? Yes or no? You acknowledge the possibility of pain and seizure.
Mm-hmm.
That was
That
Mm-hmm.
that's kind of like
what?
like
It's not
why?
different from any other game.
I mean, yeah,
They
I
literally
know,
say,
but like,
hey, you might have a seizure during
It's
this. It's
fucking
not my
anime at
problem.
this point. You literally start out in a high school.
yeah, I see you start out in like a
It's an
little
anime game?
bedroom.
Nice.
It's an
a
anime
Wait,
game now.
Okay, wait. Is this your room? And then you're the person. I'm looking at some pictures on.
You
my
leave. You
laptop.
leave. You leave your room. You go to high school,
Why do you? Why? Okay.
and then it starts there. I don't want to say how it starts.
It has a 10?
It has a 10.
Good
That's a
God.
It's good.
The
Oh,
good.
well,
all right, here's the
alright.
good and here's the bad. The good. The storytelling is as compelling as Undertale. The music and ambience create a 3D effect in the 2D world. The characters are fleshed out, and I already have my favorite. This is from Total Gaming Addicts. The bad. Toby has confirmed that this chapter is only a demo.
Yep.
Which means we'll be returning for more in the future years. So he's
That's why I
leading it
am
off.
How is
excited
that-
for it.
How
He's
was that?
leading-
Hold on. How's that bad?
I don't know. Well, I mean, like, I feel as though
I
it's
mean,
because
it's free though, right?
It
not
is
like,
free.
It's not
It's
like you have to
free.
pay for
And
it.
they're
It's
good-
this
DLC.
is
They're probably going to do a continuation of
Kelly
it and then
Cranium,
make it
thank you so much
make you have to
for
pay
the
for it.
article.
It's a demo.
It's a demo.
demo.
that it,
But
okay.
it's good.
I get why you put it as your 3 now.
Yeah.
I needed that context.
Yeah.
though.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, it has good reviews though. It has
so
4.9 out of 5 on Fangamer.
now,
like,
now it's technically a 2019 game because there's going to be future chapters.
Yes.
And we don't know.
Don't
when
give me
those are
shit
gonna
next
come
time.
out. Okay.
okay, fine. You know what?
Don't
Fuck you.
preface it with leading. This came out in October of 2018.
Yuli,
Ulysses.
you're 3.
Game I'm looking forward to is third.
Third.
Yes, third is a cute game called Skatebird.
Whoa.
What? Skate.
What's that?
You just showed it to
What the heck
me.
is Skatebird?
It's like you take cute little birds and put them on tech decks, and they skateboard around like an office or different little places, and it has a fun
Wait,
little
what is it
way to
called?
progress through the game. Using something called Tweeter, where you have to get followers, and the more followers you get, the more places unlock.
That's interesting.
It looks
Yeah,
adorable.
I'm looking at the official trailer.
Developer Glass Bottom Games.
Yeah, my sound is off. Don't worry.
Huh.
This looks
It's
interesting.
Tony
actually.
Hawk Pro Skater,
This-
but with a bird on a tech deck.
a game about trying your best. Wait, what the
Hey,
heck?
you try your best, and that's what matters.
This
This is it. That's what Matt. This looks hilarious.
Nice.
this looks amazing.
Just get a whole bunch of likes on Twitter.
Why does the bird have headphones on? like, what's
Hey,
this?
jamming
He's
out.
a
That's
skater.
the
He's
coolest game that's
jamming
been named
out.
so far.
Dude, he might be listening to the Offspring.
Cooler than the Division.
okay, shut up.
Yeah, it's better than the Division
No,
2.
it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
It's already more fleshed out than the Division 2 has ever possibly could be.
It's adorable.
It is adorable.
It is
It
adorable.
looks
Th-
adorable. I
This looks
saw it.
adorable.
It's
We just
hilarious.
we're
It looks almost as adorable as our lovable panda.
wait here.
Extinct.
Extinct.
Here's one of the descriptions about it. With Tony Hawk's Pro Skater series on indefinite hiatus, a bird of a different feather, Skatebird, is ready to take on the mantle of the video game
I thought you were about to
skateboarding.
say he skateboards in.
Skatebird.
Skatebird.
Hashtag Skate 4
Skatebird.
better come out soon so I can break my bones. for
Indie
fun.
developer Glassbond.
Yes.
Like, honestly, Skatebird sounds great, but you know what sounds better? Skate 4.
I hope that this skatebird has like whenever he falls off the skateboard, he just he like crumbles a little.
What?
No!
No, it's disturbing.
What did that be?
Why
I
is
don't know.
that disturbing?
Why is that?
What's more disturbing?
A
Having
bird?
a bird do that or a
We
human
saw a
do
bat fucking crushed on the sidewalk.
that?
Yeah, but it's
Wow, this is a completely
yeah, you
different
almost
story.
stepped on it.
When?
It was right outside the building. It was fucking stepped on,
Okay,
dude.
apparently-
Oh
The
yeah,
blood on the
I
floor,
fucking remember
everything.
that.
Apparently, this is an event that happened at a
Yeah, I
college. I
guess-
don't know what the
I guess there was a
this
bat.
is.
That's-
Walk to the main building, and you look at the floor. There's a fucking dead bat right there, man. On the
Oh.
bridge.
Essentially.
Oh.
the bridge.
Well, it's a bat. Who cares? It's a
Who
rat.
cares?
What
wings.
the
It's not a bird though. A bat is not a bird.
Guys,
It's not. It's a
guys.
it's a
Miss,
rodent. It's a
Mr.
rodent.
X told me to do something.
Change the topic.
You. Okay, let's go.
wait. Okay,
Change
here.
the topic.
Another little fun
Okay.
fact. With Tony Hawk nowhere in sight, a new bird is ready to rise and grind.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I'm starting. I'm saying my second
okay.
I
game.
swear,
Your
You
second
said
favorite
ooh,
game.
ooh, I hate you.
Okay,
Ooh,
so my
what's this?
second game might not come out in 2019, but I have faith that it will, so I'm putting it as my second game. And that's Metroid Prime 4, the game that nobody talks about anymore.
Well, that's because it literally had like a title card and that was it.
Yeah. Well, you know what?
What a trailer! A title card, boom.
I played every
Mic
single
drop,
Metroid game.
Nintendo, kablam. Everybody goes ape shit. It's like Hideo Kojima just walked in, whipped out his penis, is like, look at it, and everybody's like, yeah. Like,
Listen, okay.
look,
I have played
as
every,
soon as
no, I
Reggie
played
comes
every
on stage, you know something's gonna hit.
I played every single Metroid game. Okay, it looks good.
Okay,
All right, and just that's all. I had to say it.
yeah.
What, you gotta-
No.
Listen, I have
nothing against Metro Prime 4. I was laughing because Dr. X sent me something and then I sent him stuff back and then he started
Mister.
laughing.
okay.
Doctor.
Mister.
Doctor.
I think
He
Mr.
doesn't have a
sounds better.
doctorate.
I
He's
am
in
gonna
college.
call-
MD.
You don't know his life. You don't know his past.
Yeah, he's in college because he's a doctor. He's teaching a class.
Supreme
Okay,
Leader
Mr. Doctor
X.
X. What do you like better?
Supreme Leader X.
What do you like better,
Well,
Mr.
yeah, which one?
Doctor or
Mr. Doctor or Dr. Mister?
Mr. Sir.
What do you want your name to be?
Mr. Sir.
Mr.
All right, fine.
Okay, fine.
He's
All right.
Mr. Doctor, Sir
All right.
Professor.
Am I allowed to go on with my game?
Well, hold
No,
on, let me preface
Oh,
this
okay.
first.
Okay.
All right,
It's a
everybody
mystery.
on YouTube who's going to be maybe watching this video, put a comment down for what his name should be. And man, knowing what the internet does,
The
it's
first
gonna
person
be
that
great.
comments
It's
gets
gonna
it.
be amazing. for
Yeah.
what
Oh,
your
man.
name's gonna be.
Yeah. So, but
No.
real quick.
That's copyrighted.
That's copyright.
But
that is
before
100%
before we move on
copyrighted.
from Metroid Prime 4,
okay.
here's why I really hope it turns out good. All right, because can you imagine, like, take what they started with Breath of the Wild and apply that to Metroid, like a 3D Metroid game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
That
true.
would
Yeah.
that would easily
I mean,
get
like-
that. I mean, I wouldn't say it would get like easily Game of the Year, but it would be easily in like contention for it.
With various images.
I mean,
of like Breath of the Wild.
they
popping up
gotta
on
do
screens and just,
stuff
like,
right.
comparing it to,
They
like,
they
Metroid Prime
definitely
4.
have to do stuff right, but
Yes.
like it would be a good contender for Game of the Year.
like when
if
you
it
say
was good.
3D, do you mean like first person,
Like
or-
I don't know.
I think like
Either
third.
works.
I
I
think
mean,
third.
all the Metroid Prime games are first person, but I could settle with
That's
a third
true.
person.
See, because if you do third person, I think it would be much more interesting and add like another aspect of like kind of platforming to the game instead of just doing first person where it's just gonna be a pain in the ass to like.
I think
not jump on
definitely.
platforms.
I feel like if they were to do it, they would probably use a similar engine to Breath of the Wild, and they would
Yeah,
probably
because Breath
do
of the
some-
Wild's like
Yeah,
their platforming in that game was absolutely
absolutely on
amazing.
point. Yeah, and it
Yeah.
was so I think that they would probably use a similar or if not the same engine, and then they would I think it would be third person. I don't see them doing a first person Metroidian.
Yeah.
No.
All right, so somebody grab the lighter fluid because I'm about to grill Nick.
Unfortunately, we're not allowed to have that.
Dr. X is
Yeah,
gonna grill
we're not
me
allowed
too,
to have lighter fluid.
because
in our room.
my next game is by EA.
Sports.
It is.
It is in the
not
game.
sports.
It's never a sports
It is
game.
the
It's in the game.
Destiny reboot, everyone. It's Anthem.
You can't reboot something that's already been dead for years.
Wait, isn't that why you
my
reboot
second
something
favorite
now?
game? No, don't you dare.
I will accept
My
that.
second.
Hey, I got a story.
Roblox
I
is,
got a
is an
Roblox story.
ongoing phenomenon.
Listen,
Look.
listen. I met a developer for Roblox once.
I'm a
Yeah.
developer for Smite. That doesn't mean I like it.
Yeah,
True.
I met him on.
Good for
I
you,
met him
Mr.
on a
X.
boat in Alaska. This is weird.
For
But
now,
yes,
Mr. X.
I am excited for the upcoming game of Anthem.
Why?
You can roast me all you want, but I am excited
Dude,
for it.
They don't even.
Huh?
It doesn't work.
What do you mean it
It's
doesn't
trying
work?
to- Look, I'm gonna rant on Destiny 2 right now. It's trying to be a fucking MMORPG, but it doesn't
not
have
good.
enough content. You
Yeah, no,
literally
you can't
go
be an
and
MMORPG
you
in
have a
Destiny 2.
boss battle. The next fight that you're in,
Hold on,
the
Jake.
boss is now a.
Jake, one moment. Ulysses, I want your opinion on this.
Speaking of
Oh
the
yeah,
mic,
you
please.
should talk about this because
Yeah.
you're into MMOs.
Yeah,
Speak-
you're into
speak
MMOs,
about-
yeah.
yeah,
Speaking
speak
of the
about-
mic,
Speak
How
about
do you
this.
feel
How do you
about
feel about
Anthem?
Destiny?
Yeah, Mr. Warframe.
Mr. Warframe.
Well, I haven't really played Destiny, so I can't,
Talking to the mic.
Taken-
dickhead.
I can't really speak on Destiny because I haven't really played it.
Is Michael
speak
back?
on-
in?
Wait, where
I
is
can
wait,
speak
we
on
don't have
Warframe.
Michael. God,
Yeah.
we don't have Michael.
We're not. We'll bring.
We're not bringing in another
Well,
person.
I've
that's
been
We'll
just-
bring
told
Michael in to rail on you next time.
Yeah.
I've been told that
Yeah,
Destiny
no,
2 is
but
fairly
Michael likes
equivalent to
Destiny
Warframe.
2.
He'll be back
Michael
for the
wouldn't
second
rail
one.
on me. Michael would back me up.
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't.
I've always felt that Warframe is Destiny but free and better.
I've been
I
told
can see
that.
that.
It
wrong.
is.
It is.
My friends, aside from this group, have had conversations on the fact that Warframe is legitimately the better Destiny.
Yeah.
It was Destiny before it
Warframe
came out.
actually has content.
It does.
No,
it
yes,
has
it does.
amazing
I-
content.
Can I speak about that?
It does.
Guys, I've been told that Destiny 2 is very similar to Warframe.
It's
and my
not.
issue that I have with in playstyle, my issue that I have with Warframe is that there isn't actually enough story content, and there's a lot of grinding that you need to do for prime parts.
Oh, there
or
is.
for
There's a
for
good amount
different-
of story content.
There's a lot of
Oh.
grinding that you need to do to progress through
There's-
the game,
well, I mean,
especially in master
That's
rank.
just the nature of an MMO.
I mean, it's
though.
Well,
MMO. You
yeah.
need to grind.
Well,
I
but
mean-
you're supposed to grind. But
Yeah.
but part of the thing about like WoW and stuff like that is that there's a lot of story content as well.
Yes,
that goes
there's a
along
lot of
with
there's a lot of story content.
a
in
lot to
Warframe
go
as well.
along with the grinding, but you run out of story. I've reached.
You
I've,
run out of story when you play Destiny.
I've done all the quests,
Well,
but
yeah,
there's
'cause you
but
have
I'm
to
not
buy
even
more story.
a quarter of the way
so,
through the
well,
game.
I mean, the question
you
is,
buy
if
more.
you
Story in
think
10
Anthem,
hours.
you're gonna run out of story real quick.
you
And it's
No,
just
I
gonna-
don't think you're gonna run out real quick. I think you'll run out. Like,
Well, I
because-
mean, comparatively,
Yeah.
comparatively to what
because I have a
Destiny
feeling.
2
I have a feeling
or-
Anthem. I actually have a feeling that Anthem is going to have some very solid gameplay, and it's going to have some very solid story. But there's just not going to be enough of it because you're gonna hit a paywall basically. That's what I think.
in
It's
in
EA.
Warframe, I
It's
ran a
EA.
story
I-
before
I-
100
I mean,
hours.
like,
I believe
like
Here's the thing too.
Battlefront.
I agree.
2,
Hold on,
all right?
hold on. Let
I
me
agree
say this.
completely with Andrew.
Hold on. Let me say this. I've seen the alpha footage of Anthem. It's terrible. I wholeheartedly
alpha footage, though?
Yeah. There is alpha footage out there. They did a
I mean, I've seen it too.
a 14-minute gameplay.
Yeah,
for
no,
alpha
I've seen it
footage.
too, but it's like I don't feel like the alpha footage is something to judge the final product. on.
It's not. But here's the thing. Going off of what they posted at E3, the whole cinematic game trailer that they
Yeah.
made, the graphics took a Ubisoft dive.
Yeah.
There's no lens flares anymore. The textures are really muddy on anything that's really far away from you. And for some reason, you're 3 times the size of all the enemies, but they do a ton of damage to you.
Yeah.
I don't understand where this game is heading,
So
just based on the fact that it's trying to be a better Destiny and it's trying to capitalize on that.
yeah. Well, can I
Go
finish
ahead.
my thought? So But like, I definitely think because like if you look at like Battlefront 2, I actually was one of the people who thought Battlefront 2 had really solid like core gameplay when you remove like the star card system and all that. Especially like the starfighter battles, I felt were like some actual like pretty solid combat.
It did. It had a lot better than the first.
Yeah, it had a lot
Yeah,
better than the first one.
definitely.
It had a lot more than the first one. It fell when it came to the whole star card system and the paywall that you had. It was pay to win. You know, it was
Yeah, it was pay to win. It was
Yeah.
100% pay to win.
and that's I think Anthem is going to be the same way. It's just going to have some. It's going to have some. You're going to get into it, and it's going to have some decent gameplay, and it's going to have some. I think they're going to up the graphical quality a little bit so it looks all right.
They probably
But
will,
it's
yeah.
it's honestly it's going to fall. You're just going to hit a paywall, and it's going to fail.
Yeah, but like here's the thing with Anthem is that if this game doesn't do well, EA's gonna.
Yeah, EA's trash.
EA will
EA
be
is gonna
fine.
be- no,
they have
they
EA
won't. They were-
Sports.
They were.
No,
They will
no,
be fine.
they
It
won't
doesn't
be
matter.
fine.
Like cool EA Sports, yeah, but like, what their sales? How
They've
much
been-
have their sales been dropping?
They
from
were the
that?
they were the
Because-
most hated company in America like 2 years ago.
Dude,
Yeah,
their
they
shares
were.
went down 40% last year.
I
Yeah,
know.
here,
Wow,
like,
That's a tank.
that's a real.
That's a legitimate tank, and it was all because of Battlefront 2.
yeah.
Look,
Like,
Nick,
yeah, Battlefield 5 had some to do with it, but it
I
wasn't.
don't
nothing
think
like Battlefront 2.
Anthem is gonna be. I think Anthem is gonna be just good enough. You know
If-
what I mean?
if they can pull it off, I will love Anthem.
Yeah.
Look, whenever Destiny was coming out, I was hyped. I was so fucking hyped
Oh
for
my
Destiny
god, everybody was hyped.
because it was. I loved.
Well, are you talking about the first Destiny?
yeah, the first
Well,
Destiny.
everybody was
Yeah.
hyped because it was
No.
Bungie's first thing after Halo.
No,
I was
no.
hyped for it because it was basically what's it called?
It's a more casual MMO.
No, it was a
Okay.
what's it called? I agree with you, but it was It was basically Borderlands, but an MMO. I loved Borderlands. I loved all of the Borderlands. The only one that I haven't played is pre-sequel because I never got around to it. But it was basically Borderlands, but an MMO. And if they were able to put content in there, put unique bosses, just give me stuff. I will give you all my money if you give me stuff.
Oh yeah.
Okay,
If there's
here,
good
here.
content, like I'll
Here,
There
here's
was good content.
here's one thing about EA here. July 20th, 2018, their stock reached their highest point at $147.48 US.
Whoa.
It is now January 9th, 2019. The last reported day was January 4th of 2019. Their stock from there has gone down to $84.42. Imagine how much of a drop that will be if Anthem crashes. EA Sports will not be able to back that up enough, especially those because 2K. Because the NBA games aren't even EA anymore.
I don't
It's
know
2K
about
games
that.
now.
I don't know about that though because
They
I mean
dropped
their
FIFA.
their stock already came down so far though. Like I don't think investors expect much of EA anymore. So I don't
They
think
still do.
they really do.
Do they
They really
really?
do.
Why?
Okay, never mind. I guess I'm wrong.
See,
It's
but
always
then
good.
everyone.
The speculators are like EA can pull this out, but it's a big reward.
Clearly
like,
somebody
payoff.
doesn't
If-
doesn't
do
look at
If they
trends.
get it, the stockholders are gonna be so happy.
They will have they will oh, here.
because they can reinvest now, and
Here's-
if Anthem pays off and their stock goes up, good God, that's a lot. That's a
Here's what
really
they
good
have
That is
coming.
true.
They have Anthem. They have the FIFA game coming out. They have NHL, NBA, and NFL.
Just from FIFA,
They dropped
they'll be fine.
NASCAR and they dropped NBA.
NASCAR, not NASCAR.
They dropped NASCAR.
They dropped NASCAR.
So
They
they
did that a
have
while ago.
4 sport. Yeah, they did that a while ago.
Yeah.
They have 4 sports
did.
riding on them in Anthem.
Yeah.
And if
I
two,
think
they'll
I
be
think
fine.
if two
There
of those
is that-
crash, stocks are up.
there is that like unannounced game for 2019
That
that,
is-
people are
yeah.
speculating about, which is the Star Wars game, but
No, wait, no, that is coming.
this year by
It-
Respawn,
yeah, it was. Let me
They're
see if I
doing
can find
another
it
Star Wars
online.
game this year.
yeah.
They're gonna butcher it again.
Let me see if I can find it. It
I have
was in
okay.
my-
If there's another Star Wars game coming out, then I have a feeling that Anthem is just. I have a feeling that they're actually they might like do Anthem kind of right then. If there's another Star Wars game coming out, because they're like, oh, we'll do this one right, so we can lead people on for the next one. Boom.
Yeah. All right. Well, while he's looking that up, I'm gonna go off on my next favorite game.
Your second game.
Yeah. So for 2019, this one's coming out fairly soon, and I'm very happy about it just for the sheer fact of I love this game series. Is Metroid Exodus. The whole story behind the fucking game is absolutely amazing. The world building is awesome. The atmosphere of the game, where it's sort of like a horror action game. Oh yeah, Mr. X is telling me that there's no HUD.
Dr. X.
Yeah, you can play without a HUD.
Yeah, you can play organically, which is the hardest thing anyone can ever do in Spartan mode. Because good God, that thing is retarded.
Oh man,
And it is crazy hard. But it's beautiful. Because all of like the different like environmental aspects, like you going down a hill and you get like
RTX
mud on
on.
your face, you have to like wipe it off. Yeah, RTX on.
Ray
Literally-
tracing.
There is. I hope they have ray tracing, just so like I can find someone who has a 1080 or 2080 Ti, and just let them go to town on that game, so I can see how beautiful. it
Fucking
looks.
nut.
I'm gonna be playing it on my Xbox only because that's the only thing I have that can run it. So Max has a
Yeah,
1080.
Max has a 1080.
1080. 1080.
Huh?
I have a
We should-
1060.
He has a
we
1060,
should
yeah.
compile our money to get like
Sure.
12080.
12080.
How
for
much
the
is
ray
it?
tracing.
It's like
Oh my.
We're gonna have a communal
I might
graphics
be able to
card. We're
run
gonna
it.
change it out once every week.
what's it-
I might
what's
be able to
it-
run
how
it.
wait, how much is it? It's like
2080.
20
That's
2080
is
is like
$1,000.
$1,200, I think.
What do you have?
Wow.
2080.
2080
Ti.
is fucking insane.
You have a 2070?
Yeah.
Yuli has a
Yeah,
2070.
he has a 2070. Yeah, he just got one. Yeah.
What?
He got it for $500 on Black Friday.
Which is insane.
Yes, it is.
That's
Um,
brutal.
We're gonna be ray tracing.
Quickly going back
Ray
to one
tracing.
thing. It's called Jedi Fallen Order. It is by Respawn Entertainments. It is in partnership with EA.
Yeah, it's
They're
made by
gonna
the people who
butcher it
made,
again.
Who made
Yes, it's
Titanfall,
called
yeah.
Jedi Fallen Order.
See,
it
the
is
problem I
gonna.
have with this game though, yeah, it's too
EA is not gonna
Yeah.
give
they
enough
haven't
funding.
announced anything. They just said, "Hey, we're making a Star Wars game."
They said that it's gonna. They are revealing a tease that is going to be set within between episodes 3 and 4. So Rogue One.
Oh, I might be able to get behind that. like
I
that.
don't think it's gonna work very well because they're
Yeah.
what EA is gonna do is they're gonna profit off the fact that it's a Star Wars game and they're gonna
Oh,
have
yeah,
to give
that's
so
right.
much royalties to Star Wars
Yeah,
that they're not gonna give any funding
That is
towards making the game.
I can't blame EA entirely for Battlefront 2 because they did have to give so much money to
Yeah.
Disney for Star Wars.
If
That-
you're
for-
gonna make a Star Wars game, you're gonna give so much in royalties. Unless you explode, you're not gonna be able to give almost anything to your developers
That's,
to
yeah,
make the game.
That's true.
So I have zero faith in them in that game being even halfway decent,
Yeah,
unless they load it with loot boxes,
See, and that's
which
the problem
EA
too.
does a lot.
which
I
they're
mean-
going to anyways.
Yeah. The second problem that I have with this game though is that it's coming in place of the single player Star Wars game that Visceral was supposed to be making, and then EA decided to go ahead and shut down Visceral for
Yeah.
no reason other than the fact that they like don't think single player games are going anywhere, and this is probably going to be
They
like
don't-
a
who
multiplayer
doesn't think
co-op game.
single games are going anywhere though?
Dude,
2 of my games are single player games.
Okay, yeah, but like the
Here's-
general population of game players like play single player games.
Yeah. like I'm telling you, one of the best top selling games this year alone, only for single player, not even multiplayer, because multiplayer isn't that great, was Red Dead Redemption 2. The single player in that game is so amazing that it got like so many sales on its own. It's one of the top selling games of all time.
Well, I mean, like you think about it, most games that have sold well are usually single player. Like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
most games that explode are definitely single player games.
or you
'cause have
typically
God of War
you
4.
play them more single player than you would multiplayer.
Yeah.
They're
Like-
either single player or Blizzard.
Wait, what? That's true.
Like,
It's kind
we don't talk
I
about
said
of. we
or
don't talk about
Blizzard.
that.
We don't talk about Fortnite. on
Mr.
this
X, we do
podcast.
not talk about Fortnite.
Yeah.
Fortnite does
Just
not
bleep it
exist
out.
on this
Just bleep
podcast.
out Fortnite.
Fortnite is a swear word.
Yeah.
No, we still have one more round of
Not
games
really.
to go.
Yeah, Metro Exodus.
Wait.
Yeah,
We
it's gonna
gotta.
be great.
You guys, you two gotta do your
Yeah.
second.
My number 2?
Yeah.
Okay, my number 2 is the new Cuphead.
Oh,
The new Cuphead.
Wait, there's a new Cuphead
There's
coming
new
out?
Cuphead?
New
Right.
Cuphead. Cuphead, the delicious last
Oh
course.
yeah, the DLC.
It's coming out 2019.
Yeah, it's the DLC.
Yeah, it's a DLC. Either way, it's gonna be like a whole new game because it's basically gonna be Cuphead
Hype.
2. It is hype
It is
Cuphead
hype.
1
It's
was
totally-
crazy.
I hope they up the difficulty.
Dude, I can't.
They're
imagine.
going to.
How? How are they going to up the difficulty?
I'll still beat it.
Oh my god.
How are they gonna up?
The Dark Souls of. Okay.
The Dark Souls of 2D platformers.
Nick is safe now. I'm not gonna.
I got my number one.
I'm not
Oh
gonna
boy,
kill him.
you better be careful.
He's fine.
He's fine. Okay.
He's fine.
What's your
My number two
He
is
would-
Kingdom Hearts 3.
Why?
Why?
It's gonna
I
come out-
played the
that's gonna-
beta.
that's
It
gonna
is
come out
Hey,
in
hey!
like
Here's
10
a fun
days.
fact: the entire development cycle of Naruto Shippuden happened between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
What are you talking about?
The entire I'm talking like Naruto Shippuden went from concept to a finished like manga to a finished television series between Kingdom Hearts 2 and Kingdom Hearts 3.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yes.
But do you realize how long of a time that was?
Well,
That was a
hype.
long time.
How
There's-
long
there's-
of a time that was?
Yeah.
You know how much has gone on since Half-Life 2 came out?
Yeah.
We're still waiting.
Still waiting.
There are all those
Is
spin-off
that your
games
third
and
game,
whatnot as
Half-Life 3?
well.
No.
For Kingdom Hearts 3, I mean, I don't really.
I could see you playing.
It's more of a
Kingdom Hearts 3.
nostalgia thing. Like
Yeah.
at this point, the universe is so f***ed up that I don't expect to follow the story. I don't really even care if it makes sense. I'm
Yeah.
still gonna play it.
Yeah.
Is that I actually was able to because over by these not by the studios by the Springs they have a beta open for people to just walk in and play. And it's actually pretty good.
I feel like they're gonna retcon some things in the new game. You know what I mean?
I don't know. I'm just excited to see how they're going to
I mean, the
implement
game
all
mechanics
new
are supposed to be
Disney
improved.
characters.
so-
Yeah.
I really want to
Hope.
see how they're going to implement all the new Disney
Hope.
characters
I'm
as
excited for
well
Wreck-It
as
Ralph.
their ultimates. Wreck-It Ralph looks amazing, but I don't know if he's there as an actual character or just a support.
He's support, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. Like
Darn, that's a waste of a character right there.
it is cuz if you had like you have what's her name from Tangled?
Rapunzel.
Yeah,
Rapunzel.
Rapunzel. There you go. I don't know why I couldn't remember that. You have her. She's actually one of the characters you can work alongside with. Yeah, she's great and all, but Wreck-It Ralph had an insane like hype. I don't know how to say this.
Do you mean like
it-
the second movie? Or you
I'm
mean
gonna
the-
wreck it.
Oh, it
No,
coming into
yeah,
Kingdom Hearts.
like
okay.
no, like Wreck-It Ralph had an
I'm gonna wreck
insane influence on the video game community just based on the fact that like all the people that play video games can kind of relate to it because it's a video game character.
It's good.
Like
I never.
they
I,
want to play with him or as
I don't
him.
remember. I don't remember Wreck-It Ralph 1. I saw it one time, but I don't remember what happened.
Watch
It's
it
so
again.
good.
It's
You should watch it
amazing.
again.
I should watch it again.
We saw Wreck-It Ralph too.
Wreck-It
Yeah.
Ralph
I
2.
wasn't there. I was
Penelope
busy being,
Oh, yeah, you
and
were
Ralph.
there.
yeah, I was busy.
I ship
Okay.
it.
She's legal.
She's legal.
Well,
All
hold
right,
on.
wait,
Did
so-
Julie go? Yeah,
Yeah, there was Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. All right.
Man, see, like, there's 3 games I'm deciding between from my last one. One of them is not going to be it, so there's 2 games, and the other one's not going to be it.
Is it the
Okay,
one you
so-
texted me?
This
on-
one's
Is it the one you texted me before the beginning?
no, it's not the. That's the one that I'm deciding between that I don't think I'm going to say.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, because that's not even. Is that even 2019?
Yeah.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Well, you're going to say it anyway, so
I am gonna say.
yeah.
it is.
So I think probably everybody watching probably knows what game I would have said. So I'm going to come out with something a little bit contrary to that, and say
More contrary than Division 2 and Anthem.
no, not that contrary.
I hate
The-
you so
the
much.
ga- but arguably close. Okay,
Oh, okay,
arguably close.
okay,
And
okay.
but this takes some preface.
Jump
so
Force?
the only reason I'm picking this game is because I played every other game in the series, and that's Halo Infinite.
Ooh,
Yeah,
that's a bold choice.
that is a bold choice. But yet again, like I when I say I've played every other game in the series. I've played every other game in the series.
I own every
Halo
game
5?
in the series.
Halo 5. Halo
How
4.
good do you think Halo 5 was?
Halo 5 was terrible.
Thank you.
But that
Hold on.
being said, I put a lot.
Halo
more-
5 was a 6 out of 10. Story was good.
This
The
no, the story was the worst Halo story. In Halo 5,
is better than Halo 4.
okay, sorry, the second worst Halo story.
Okay, but here's the thing: the only thing that held it
Actually,
back
wait, no,
was
hold on.
multiplayer.
It was the worst Halo story because it retconned
How?
every single thing that Halo 4 did immediately.
Yeah, because Halo 4 sucked that bad. They literally killed off the best character in the game series.
Hey, if you
Nobody
do that
gave a
correctly,
shit about John because he hasn't even shown his face up to this point. At least we got to see Cyborg boob.
boy.
You know,
if
actually-
you kill the best character correctly, it can make a fucking story.
They did a
It
bad job
can.
of it. They did a bad
They
job of it.
but
though.
they
Do
did
it.
bad.
Like killing Cade
You literally
Killing Kate.
Shut up.
Listen, you're forgetting.
in Destiny.
By-
They killed
they
Cade
killed
like
Johnson.
3 times, I think.
They killed Johnson.
They killed Johnson, and they did it right.
They did it right though.
Here's the thing: when you killed Cortana, she literally is like, I'm going super AI, and basically somehow manifests herself enough to like mess with the didact, and you set off a nuke, and for some reason you're perfectly fine, and there's a force field around you created by her in like some sort of like I'm omnipotent type.
Also, I will say Halo 4 just completely screwed with the entire
the only thing I didn't
Forerunner
hate about
stuff.
Halo 4 was the fact that they added in the UNSC Infinity, which is by far one of my favorite parts of Halo.
Oh
5.
my goodness! That if you look at like the actual specs to the UNSC Infinity, it literally carries a fleet.
It
with
does.
It's the craziest thing.
It is. It's crazy.
The greatest
It's
ship.
the biggest ship ever created by the UNSC, and it can't even match the size of some of the ships that are like built by the Covenant or like the Didact. Or
I dislike Halo 5 more gameplay wise though, because of all the okay, so my least favorite thing that's ever been added to a game in the history of like my entire life is the Spartan charge. That thing, it was a one-hit kill, and you literally, it was like...
Is that simply for multiplayer? Or?
It was for multiplayer. It was basically everything.
Okay,
you had
it wasn't a
thruster pack.
one-hit kill in multiplayer. It was a one-hit kill if you hit it from behind.
Well, yeah, but it just, I mean, like, even it wasn't a one-hit kill if you hit head-on, but it took down shields in a fair portion of health. And it was so unfairly balanced, right? Like, it had just too much, it allowed you to run into situations that you shouldn't just be able to run into. You should have had to play more strategically.
The only downside that I had to the Spartan charge was the fact that when you were sprinting, and I get this back from my Halo Reach days, is that they kept the assassinations, and the most annoying thing was when I'd run around a corner and see a guy like completely oblivious to my position, and I'd be able to like have the opportunity to run up and assassinate him, but because I'm sprinting, I Spartan charge him and kill him immediately. That was the biggest downfall for me of that ability.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it was fine. The only thing I hated about Halo 5 was the multiplayer and the way they took it, because Warzone was terrible.
When Warzone Firefight came out, so we were like...
Okay, Warzone Firefight was good.
Okay, no, when it came out, it was bad, though, because we took...
It was terrible.
We took, me and like 7 friends, we were really good Halo players at the time. And when it came out...
So what? We're off topic. We're having a conversation.
All right. So, yeah, no, we're having a conversation about Halo. Okay. So...
All right.
When Halo 5 Warzone Firefight came out, it was so broken that we took like 8 of like some of the some really good 8 players in Halo, and we played Warzone Firefight. We lost 5 times out of 5. We were spawning in wrecks. We were doing everything you should have to do to win, but we lost 5 times in a row.
Yeah,
we were worse.
Like the one time that we won, like my friends and I, we had a group of 4 people. Like we could not even get close to the final boss just because like the rest of the team was off doing their own thing. And when they did the patch to fix it all, even then it was still difficult, but we managed to like beat the game on every map.
When they brought it down from legendary to heroic, we did the same thing. Oh, we obliterated that. That stuff was gone.
That's why like when they added the legendary edition, that's when we knew, like as soon as they have like Warzone Heroic and Warzone Legendary, I'm like, thank God the normies are going to be in Heroic. The rest of us are going to be playing Legendary because that's where it's at.
Yeah, Legendary was great.
Okay, but back to Halo Infinite. I hope the only thing that they do with that is they make it like Halo Reach, because Halo Reach, and even 343 said this. They did a podcast, or not a podcast, but an AMA over the course of our winter break, which was from like December something to like now, basically. And they said the best Halo in the franchise, guaranteed, was Halo Reach. The multiplayer was on point.
I agree.
The story was on point.
Yeah, it was good.
Like
I got it for free.
everything was amazing, and the graphics were great at the time.
I love that story.
I still really
that story was good.
I still
You
think
could, I could
was
see
good.
us.
Why?
I could see us.
Shut up.
We're
Dr.
talking
X.
about Halo.
Yeah,
We're talking about the upcoming
That
Halo
was-
Infinite
we
game.
literally
and why.
said-
I literally brought it back to Halo Infinite. Huh?
He's putting ducks on our faces now.
Do it.
Perfect.
Do it.
Okay. Do it. No, don't put a duck on my face. Put a fish on my face.
I own the account. I do what I want.
Why a dead fish? That's rude.
Anyway, yeah, but I'm just
Because you stink.
I am.
I don't
I've heard stuff about it being open world and stuff like that, and I'm really interested to
Which
see where they go.
They're gonna try and do, which I'm
Yeah.
extremely
I'm
excited
really excited
about.
for that.
Because if they do open world like I hope they're doing, and they make the Warthog useful again,
Whoa.
and they actually put in the transport Warthog, which I think is the most underappreciated vehicle in Halo history,
Fair.
then they can probably pull it off. And the best thing I'd like to say is the fact that people are asking, like, hey, what about a Battle Royale game mode? We're only
Stop.
interested in one BR, and that thing's going to be great.
Oh yeah.
I'm hoping the battle rifle is going to be great. I hope they get rid of the fucking stupid ass like hollow scope they had in Halo 5 though.
Oh yeah. The all like the battle rifle variants and stuff
Yeah.
like that. That was.
Yeah, the battle rifle variant.
I really hope they get rid of the rec system in general. They're not going to, but I hope they do.
I don't know. But they said they're also bringing it back to Halo Reach type customization with like multiplayer and stuff like that. So like I am extremely excited to make my character as badass as possible and have stinky pumes coming out of his head
Nice.
like I did in Halo Reach.
Go next.
All right. Well, Nick, do you want to give us your final game?
Yes.
Then we're gonna
Let me just say
smash.
this. Based off of the last two choices that
Let
Nick
me
had,
smash.
he's safe
He's safe.
for
I'm
now.
safe. Oh, okay, for now. My final game is one that I'm actually very excited for. I saw it randomly through a Facebook post. It is from Obsidian Entertainment. The makers of the original Fallout games and the developers of Fallout New Vegas. It is the Outer Worlds.
It better be good.
I hope it's
Oh my
good.
god! I hope to
This
God
is
it looks amazing.
it looks amazing. It does look amazing. It's basic like, I mean, from the story standpoint,
Just
it
make
looks
a
like a lot of
Fallout
fun.
3 and Fallout New Vegas for me.
Wait, hold on.
No,
Hold on. When you say the original Fallout, do you mean like the original Fallout? Or
I mean-
Fallout
I mean
3?
the-
Fallout 1 and 2.
Fallout 1 and 2, the original Fallout creators are teamed up with the developers
Black
from
Isle
New
Studios.
Vegas,
Is it Black Isle
and
Studios? I think so.
I think so, and have come together to make a spin-off game called Outer Worlds. It is a new single-player first-person sci-fi RPG. It's also from Private Division, I think. Is what you were saying, right? Is that what
Who?
you're saying?
Private Division.
It's from Obsidian Entertainment and Private Division.
I don't know who the hell Private Division is.
I don't know.
Private
like-
Division made shoot.
They could
actually.
say the original makers of Fallout. To me, that doesn't mean much.
Yeah.
Like
The story was really good. In
the story
Fallout
was
1.
good.
their story was good.
I only played.
The
I
story
didn't
for
play
this
Fallout
seems
2.
really
I
good,
played
too.
Fallout 1, and the story in that was really good.
It was interesting, but I don't
And
think it adds merit to say it's being made by the original Fallout developers.
If-
It's like, okay, but this isn't Fallout.
if
Yes.
they can get a good story, like Fallout 1 had,
Which
and
they're
make it
They're planning
like
on.
New Vegas was,
Dude, do you want to hear
Well,
part
that
of the
game
story?
will.
I would hope that they'd be planning on a good
Go
story.
on.
Do
It'd
you
be
want
kind
to hear part of the
unfortunate.
story?
Go ahead.
All right. Lost in transit while on a colonist ship bound for the furthest edge of the galaxy, you awake decades later to find yourself in the midst of a deep conspiracy threatening to destroy the Halcyon colony. As you explore the furthest reaches of space and encounter various factions, all vying for power, the character you decide to become will determine how this player-driven story unfolds. In a cooperative equation for the colony, you are the unplanned variable.
That says corporate.
Hmm?
That says
Okay,
corporate.
Private
You said
Division-
corporate.
Here's how
corporate
you'll know
side.
Private Division. They made KSP.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah,
Or I don't know if they were the only people who made it, but they were at least part of it.
they had a hand in it. But
They had a hand in
hey,
it.
But,
But-
have you seen screenshots of it, Jake? Have you seen?
I have seen screenshots.
So you've seen these?
Yeah, I've seen those.
Okay.
It looks really good.
So the only thing I'm hoping from
does,
that game
yes.
that they add in as well, which I think could be a really big selling point, because no big game has done this recently. It's kind of pissing me off. Is space combat.
Yes.
I
No
agree.
game
agree.
has
Oh, yeah.
I
no
agree.
open world game has done legitimately good space combat.
What
in
about,
a
Star
Star
while.
Citizen is coming.
Star Citizen.
Star Citizen is coming, but that's an exception.
The-
That's not
Hey.
like that's a big indie.
Do you
game.
want me to
What
say
was
it?
the one that you?
What was the one that I was?
I think that you and Zach had played. I can't remember what it was.
There's another indie game that
I know Zach was playing a bunch of it.
Elite Dangerous?
Elite Dangerous.
But that didn't come out.
I think there's another.
I know it
indie
didn't
game
come
that's
out
got space
recently,
combat.
But like, I mean, it didn't come out recently. But Elite Dangerous is one of those big.
Okay.
It's primarily focused on.
Yeah, Elite Dangerous is great, but it's one of those realism games where you have to spend insane amounts of time in the game, and you kind of get fucked over by anybody else who wants to be a dick.
That's true, and the people that have already
For
been
this-
playing the game for
This
years
is going to
on
be a casual experience where
single
most
player.
games recently have not been able to do space combat well. Like, there have been games that came out that's just dedicated to space combat. Like, there was one for Nintendo or something like that called like something like Atlas or another. I don't remember what it was, but essentially it had space
Oh, I
combat
know what
and it
you're
didn't
talking
get that
about.
great of reviews. And they said the space combat was mediocre. Yeah, Starlink Battle for Atlas,
Yeah,
and basically
Oh, the one with Fox.
There's an
yeah,
indie
yeah,
game
Yeah.
called
Fox.
Yeah.
Like, that's the biggest thing,
Genesis
man.
Alpha 1.
What?
There's an indie game called Genesis Alpha 1, which
Genesis Alpha 1.
Okay,
I think it might be space combat.
I'm
yeah.
still hoping for a new F-Zero game.
so
I've
well-
been hoping for a very
well, the
long
biggest
time.
thing is that, like, for like space games, like, this is going to be on all platforms. This isn't just like a PC game that's going to be like locked onto Steam or something like that, where it can only be run by like the highest like PC specs that you could find on in the world possible. This is going to be for like PlayStation 4, Xbox One,
Yeah.
PC, maybe the Switch. Which the Switch honestly is
no.
No.
for great.
No.
games this year.
It's not gonna come
Switch
out.
won't get this.
Hey.
No, the Switch will get it, but like a year from now, or
Okay,
like
yeah.
next
Yeah.
like 2020 they'll get it.
like
Like
that's why
like I'm pretty sure the Switch will get Doom Eternal in 2020.
It
I
will.
really
I believe it
I'm-
will.
I don't know how to feel about that.
I mean, Switch already
I mean,
has.
it already
Switch
has
already
Doom.
has the new. Yeah,
I
Switch
know it already has.
Doom.
Oh, yeah,
Doom,
there
but
was
it's
also-
poorly optimized.
Ryan.
and it's really weird.
There was also the X for Foundations,
The what?
the X game, the new X game that came out.
New X game?
Excellent.
I
In
don't-
space.
No.
No,
I
no
have
clue.
no fucking clue.
Listen, the extent of space games that I play is like just building essentially controlled bombs in KSP.
Yeah.
It
I've-
came out
Well,
November 30th,
I've put
2018.
500
Okay.
hours on
Never
KSP.
heard of it.
It's kind of sad.
So
I don't even know how many hours I
Yeah,
put on League.
but
Dude,
I'll-
I can
guarantee
I
Outer
can
that,
Worlds-
man.
I can dock
being
things in
made by
orbit now.
Obsidian, I think it would be a good game.
Yeah.
So
I'm excited for this. This is planned. Let me see if I can find the exact date. I'm not sure
yeah,
if they have it, but
I don't think they have it yet, but I think they just Googled Google.
no, because it's on Bing.
Oh,
I don't know. I haven't done it yet.
He's one of those people.
Yeah, no, it's using the Unreal Engine. It's a 2019 game coming
See, Unreal Engine. Wait, which Unreal Engine?
out.
If it's 4, it's gonna be good.
I'm not sure. Let me check for that for you.
I hope it's
It
4.
should be 4.
Yeah. So, well, let me continue with this. So, my number one, man, it's the number one
Yes,
of all number
Unreal
ones.
Engine
Yeah,
4.
yeah.
Unreal Engine 4.
It's
Yeah.
on Unreal Engine
Yes.
4? Okay. But my number one is the number one of all number
His number one was going to be my number one, but then I was like, oh wait, it's going to be his number one.
Yeah.
And I can't steal
'Cause
that from him.
I'm just too passionate about this.
You already
game.
stole one from him.
I
I
mean,
already stole.
I
Yeah, I already stole
legitimately-
Doom from him. So
Yeah. I want to put so much money into this game just for the sake of how great it looks is Cyberpunk 2077.
yeah.
There's been a 48-minute gameplay trailer, and I've watched it a total of 9 times.
I just
Nice.
want that game to work. Like, have it. If it's good, it'll be
Please.
good.
It will be good.
I don't
be
think
good.
I actually trust CD Projekt Red to make that game.
I
Why?
can't have any trust in any
What?
developers. now.
Why?
I've like
Why do you
lost.
have no trust in them?
No, I said I do.
No, he
trust
does have
them.
Oh,
trust in
okay.
him. He
I
does.
thought you
dude,
had no trust in them.
I like they're one of the few developers left that I like really trust.
Yeah, they're the people that legitimately will make DLC for fucking free.
Yeah.
Like, they made so much DLC for The Witcher 3 for free when they came out with their whole new story,
There's
which
no,
was essentially another game.
there's no release date on it.
There's no release date on
It
it.
says
It's done when it's done.
Yeah, they said
If CD
Cyberpunk
Projekt Red said
2077.
if CD Projekt Red said that it's delayed until 2020, I will be perfectly fine with that because they are basically saying it's not perfect.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
I
announced
Keep
wholeheartedly
that
agree
baby
with
in the
that.
oven.
announced
Keep
here
that baby in the
announced
oven.
here
I'm
that
fine
Cyberpunk
until it's ready.
2077 will
Until
launch
it's ready. I don't
in,
give a
in
shit.
quotes when it's ready. They will launch it when it's ready.
They'll launch when ready. That's
Yeah.
that's I'm totally fine with that.
See, like, the whole thing about this is that there's so much hype behind it, it's not dying. The hype behind this game will not
Well,
die.
the hype behind this game has been around for like 5 years.
It has. Like, as soon as they look, the hype for this game, like, it began to climb after its like announcement. As soon as CD Projekt Red literally put in the Cyberpunk 2077 Twitter handle, beep. That's all they said. And the internet went fucking insane. I legitimately think this game is going to be, if it comes out this year, a contender for Game of the Year.
I actually think if it comes out and it hits well enough, I think it might be because they at the end of the decade they do the Game of the Decade stuff, and I think if it's good enough, I would say it would probably hit Game of the
See,
Decade.
here's the problem though. If
Game
it's
of the
Game of the
Decade,
Decade,
Fortnite.
it's got to contend with fucking. It has to
Red
contend
Dead,
with
Minecraft.
Red Dead 2.
God of War.
Minecraft is gonna get that.
I actually
could.
feel
Minecraft.
I feel
Minecraft
that
is gonna
Minecraft
get
could
that.
get Game of the Decade just for
And
like sheer how much that game did.
Right.
I
yeah.
would be perfectly fine with that.
I would too.
Minecraft
I
is
wouldn't
gonna
mind
get
that.
that
I
Game
wouldn't
of the
mind
Decade.
that.
I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that
It was-
that game has
because if
had.
you think about it, like
Yeah.
and any open world game is just massive.
if you,
Minecraft has revolutionized
It has.
so
Mi-
many
yeah.
games.
yeah,
that
so like you
it
think
has
about
to.
It's
They use
such a
it.
simple
They use it in
concept.
schools,
Yeah.
like for like math and stuff, and like creative
well,
ability.
but
here's
here's-
something interesting.
me-
So like if you think about it, like games like Breath of the Wild and all the games that won Game of the Year over the past couple of years, they were good games. Like no, whatever, who cares?
They're
but-
not Minecraft.
But they
Sure.
didn't. They weren't innovative like Minecraft was.
Well,
I would say
the
Roblox is
Wild.
more innovative,
Breath of the Wild,
Breath of
maybe,
the
but
Wild.
some other ones like
and that's saying something.
like The Witcher 3 was
Roblox
the game
Battle
of the year
Royale. Let's go, boys.
for 2014, I
dropping?
believe is when it came
But
out.
I don't. The Witcher was a great game, but I don't think it innovated.
No, it did. It honestly did. It innovated like
But not
single
on
player
But
storytelling.
not on the level of Minecraft, though.
Well, it innovated single player storytelling.
Yes,
That's
it
all
did.
That's what it did. Is like
But
it gave you
Minecraft?
so much to do. Yeah, Minecraft. Like this is what it was. Is
Was
In the
Skyrim was Skyrim this decade?
yes. Which it probably won't win. For this though, for this decade, Minecraft is essentially what Doom was in the 90s because
Yeah.
Doom created a term. They created the Doom clone because of all the people that wanted to hop on the Doom train for how popular it was. They made games based off of like the
Well, I mean-
similar design to it, like the first person.
But Doom
shooting
isn't the only
aspect.
game to do that.
No,
I
it's
mean, it was
not.
the only game to do that that was that popular. But
Yes.
like Metroidvania, right?
Okay, Metro. Yeah,
I don't think Far Cry 3 will make that.
Far Cry 3 will definitely.
Far,
not
I
make
don't.
it.
I don't think Far Cry 3.
Far Cry 3 will not be game of the decade.
Yeah, I don't think it'll make. the
It's not
list.
even in contention.
Yeah, it's not.
Games that changed how.
Speak into the mic, Yuli.
You actually need to speak it in the mic.
You actually
Okay.
do.
We need to get another mic.
We
so
do
we don't
just
have
so
to-
Yuli
Which-
can
which
like
word-
figure out
which-
what he needs to do.
Like I'll move it in the mic. I need to put this in front of his face.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I just looked up past games of the year. Over the past like 4 years, we've had games such as God of War, Breath of the Wild, Overwatch, and The
Oh, it's
Witcher
2015.
3.
Okay, 2015.
Yeah,
was
Witcher
the
3 was 2015. 2014 was Dragon Age.
Overwatch is not winning that. Dragon Age Inquisition was great. It's a very
Overwatch,
good
big
game.
gay.
Overwatch won. No.
Overwatch big gay.
I'm gonna have a rant about that.
Look,
If they win,
the only
I'm
thing
gonna have a rant about Overwatch later.
Oh,
the
dude,
only
don't.
thing I can
No.
say that Overwatch can probably win is trailers. They do amazing.
They
cinematic
do.
trailers.
Yes,
amazing.
and to generate hype, Overwatch did outstanding.
Oh,
the
yeah.
only thing that they did bad was
the
the
esports finals.
Sombra. The Sombra.
Oh, the
ARG
ARG was so long
was-
and obnoxious.
They could have done that
They could've-
so well, but they needed to time it better.
Yeah.
They needed to time it better.
If they did that, they almost did that perfectly.
They shouldn't have released what was that sniper's name? Anna, right?
Anna?
Anna, like
Yeah,
during
Anna.
during the ARG,
Yes.
which was so dumb that they did that.
So, yeah.
Um,
But Cyberpunk, good God.
I think Crisis might be up there simply just because of the impact of the CryEngine and how the new
That wasn't
techniques
this
and
decade.
oh, it wasn't.
No, it was 2007.
It was 2007.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought it was
all right.
2008.
2007, 8. I don't know. I think it's in that range.
Yeah, whatever.
I-
Who cares?
See,
Last decade. Who cares about it anyway?
Wait, last decade. I'm
but I
checking
mean,
that
Minecraft's
actually.
in 2009.
Last
But it
decade,
officially
Half-Life
released.
2.
Yeah,
And-
Minecraft's official
Huh?
release was 2011.
2011.
I thought we
Yeah.
were talking about the past decade.
No, the-
this
Because
decade.
we were
This
talking
decade.
about Minecraft.
Dude,
Well, no,
it's
well-
2019. We're almost done. Come on.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, I would
Pat-
say the two. Sorry, you finish.
No, it's in the past decade, the winner of that one was Half-Life 2.
Okay, I'm
winner
gonna.
of the last game of the decade was
Mhm.
Half-Life. That actually makes a lot of sense because their
Well,
engine.
this is based off of IGN.
The Half-Life engine actually like introduced like the original
the
Half-Life
source
engine.
yeah.
It was the first one that really introduced like physics, right?
No,
Its physics were good.
its physics
physics-
were good. Like
It was the first 3D game that did it at least.
That did good engine. That
Yeah,
did
that
a very
it
good
did,
3D
it
engine.
did have a good 3D engine.
But it's way outdated, and they don't want to fix it.
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
they're
yeah,
Coming
I
out
mean,
with Source
it's
Engine 2.
It's way outdated.
It better be good, or I'm gonna.
I'm
have a
hoping to
huge
God
fit.
it's good.
It's way
And
outdated.
they better find
because
something to
it
use
came
it for
out-
besides fucking League of Legends, or not League of Legends, Dota.
Wait, what League? Huh?
Oh yeah,
Shut
we
up.
have
Don't
the
worry about
biggest
League.
league nerd in this room.
I want.
Sorry, we have
Yeah.
the biggest league nerd in the world in this
Hi.
room. That's this guy.
I don't think
Yeah.
he's the biggest
I
one.
forgot his.
Oh, no,
fizz.
he's
not,
not
not the
almost
biggest
killed
one.
me.
Not the biggest one.
The
Dota
biggest one,
sucks.
but like, but
The
out of
biggest
the
one
ones
we
that I've
know.
met, he's the biggest one I know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Woo!
Before I announce
Let's see if
my
I-
number one game, I'm gonna give Yuli to do his first because mine's gonna take a while to talk about.
It better not be
Yuli.
Oh
Overwatch.
yeah, that's good.
Oh, okay. Yeah. The game that I was looking at is called Pedro. My friend Pedro.
Oh, my friend Pedro.
My friend Pedro.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's gonna be.
That game is like, dude, it's like super hot mixed with
What?
like some
It has
sort of other
bananas.
crazy.
What the heck is this?
Just let me read this.
I've never
and if-
seen this.
You can't look at it.
Let me read this, and if this doesn't blow your mind, I don't know what will.
Put on
My
the-
friend
Nothing
Pedro
else
is a
will.
violent ballad about friendship, imagination, and one man's struggle to obliterate anyone in his path at the behest of a sentient banana.
dude.
What a wild game.
What is
That's
It's
right up
fully 2D. The lighting in the game, which it's a 2D.
You
like
asked
3D.
You
game,
asked
it's
Yuli
pretty
what his
great.
favorite game was gonna be. What did you expect?
The fact that you can shoot a frying pan up into the air and then use it to ricochet bullets and to kill people is just fucking amazing.
That's amazing. That
Yeah,
is
it
that
is.
is beautiful.
It's a beautiful thing to watch.
I'm just staring at this game. And I'm like, what
Nick's
the fuck
watching
is
it right
this?
now on his laptop. He's looking at like what you have to do to play it. They
I'm
have
just so like that looks cool.
they I think
I saw like the zipline part.
Oh
and-
my
yeah.
god. Dude, this game is gonna be nuts. It's gonna be like what Hotline not Hotline. It's like Hotline Miami mixed with like Super Hot in like a 2D
That's
If it
platform.
so
were
wild.
2D, yeah.
Yeah.
Talk into the mic, Yuli.
My
Wow,
God.
that was
Good
a
job.
nice. That was a
great
nice
throw.
drop,
Great throw, Mr. X.
Mr. X.
I'm still calling him
Dex. Can
What
we
is
call him?
this?
If we call
The
him
Last
Doctor
Night
X, can we just
On
call him
Xbox
Dex?
One 4K trailer.
Durex.
Durex.
I'm confused about the banana. Honestly,
Dude.
Don't be confused.
Why
Just
not?
accept it.
I am
Yeah.
very confused.
Look at that.
Oh, okay,
The
I see.
ricochets.
I saw that.
All right,
That's
well,
pretty
Anyway,
Okay.
so
My
That's
number one
fine,
game
That's honestly.
is either going to be my favorite game, period, or it's gonna fucking flop. And my favorite game is that I'm hoping for is Spellbreak.
Well,
Spellbreak.
I'm an idiot.
Hang on, I'll read a description of it.
We-
Spellbreak is a new battle royale RPG featuring epic magic combat. Now, I will preface this by saying I fucking hate battle royale.
Okay, here's the thing.
I
Too.
am.
How do they say it's an RPG?
They
Well, because the game developers
The game-
apparently aren't wanting to go fully into battle royale. They're only putting into a battle royale standard right now because of the fact that they want to get
The game-
one out there, and two, they want to show you exactly what the fighting elements
the
are.
game started as a 5v5 arena game fighter.
Okay.
But they moved into battle royale because they're like, this will be easier to just implement real quick. We'll make the combat good, which the combat was what caught my eye. It's
It
so
is good.
fast paced and so dynamic, and you have to be so creative with putting different elements together, making them work, that a battle royale caught my eye. And that's saying something. I despise battle royales.
I do too.
The only
Yeah.
battle royale that I have ever had any enjoyment out of is Minecraft Hunger Games. And
everyone
That
stole
battle
from it.
royale.
Everyone stole from it.
Everyone did steal from it. It was the OG.
Honestly, what's it called? I remember.
after
Why can I not- SOS. SOS was also a battle royale game.
I
That
don't know what that is.
Completely plummeted into the ground. It was like this like ancient like it had really nice graphics. What? Yo, because you're tilted by it, Mr. X. They shut it down.
They should.
They shut down the game.
No, my rubber band.
Oh, it sucks.
My rubber band.
I looked up Spellbreak just to get like a better like clarification of it again. And first thing popped up YouTube video Spellbreak. Will it kill Fortnite and Overwatch? And
It will.
And that's
if
that,
it
that's
works,
one, that's one of the big topics. out
if
there,
it
actually.
works well, the competitive audience from Overwatch will instantly move to Spellbreak.
And
And I'm telling
Here's
No.
the thing about it.
Will the streamers
the
move to it?
streamers,
Will the influencers of the kids of today
the streamers
that
will
influence kids
probably
to play
move.
these games?
Streamers are getting
Ninja.
killed
Ninja.
in Overwatch.
They really are.
Streamers are getting killed.
Yeah, because
they
no
need
one-
to
no
move to
o-
something else. And
Only people
every
that care about Overwatch still in a competitive matter will watch the streamers.
I played Overwatch semi-pro.
Yeah, I know.
Like 60-70% of all of my friends that I have that were in the top 500 have left the game. It has gotten so bad. The ranking system is literal garbage.
What's going on?
No, he's just like the semi-pro thing.
I hate Fortnite.
I agree.
Hey, don't say the F word on this podcast.
You're right. I
Damn
can't
it.
say that. Don't say that. Well, never mind. You're not talking in the mic. Who cares?
Fortnite players. There are no professional Fortnite players.
No.
Hey, game of
we
the.
can talk about Fortnite in
Fortnite
another
is not an
podcast.
esport.
I have so much
Fortnite
to
is
talk
not
about
an
Fortnite.
Fortnite
Can we just
game
take?
of the
Can we just
decade.
take the podcast?
I-
Here's the
That
thing.
I'm gonna hate if
That's
it
topic
ob-
two.
it
That's topic
obviously-
two. Fortnite.
it
Stop.
obviously
Stop
is a
talking now.
contender.
That's topic two. Fortnite.
No.
No,
No,
I
not right now.
refuse
Not today.
to
Not
have
today.
topic two as
that's
Fortnite.
something that we need to dedicate an entire podcast to.
Which
down the
I
line.
can do.
I will dedicate an entire podcast.
I
by
will
myself to
rant
how much
about
I
it.
hate Fortnite. Like,
I will.
I
We'll
do
just
it.
set up
despise
like a
battle
camera.
royales.
Can
Camera
we
two.
just get?
Camera 2. I'm telling you this right now. I hate battle royales. I hate battle royales so much just for the sheer fact that they're the laziest form of multiplayer gaming when it comes to like a competitive nature. Like, you're not even in camera 2.
You aren't even on the mic.
He's not on the mic either.
You're not on the mic or on the camera. Good job on wiring these mics, by the way.
Camera 2. I hate battle royales.
Way to
I
sell
hate
it.
them too.
Way to sell it
Yeah.
enthusiastically.
So
Hold on, wait. Mr. X has something to say.
that's really saying
Mr. X's
something.
voice.
If a
what?
battle royale
Yeah,
caught
Mr.
my
X.
attention.
Mr. X's voice.
All
You're
right,
changing your
everybody,
voice,
we're
okay.
about to get a word from the
Mr.
famous,
X.
the
Doctor.
greatest Doctor.
I got him
X.
addicted to
Supreme
Spellbreak.
leader.
Yeah, I just want to. Yeah.
Into
I'm
the
gonna
mic.
I'm gonna
You
add
can't-
my.
Into the mic.
Yes, I'm in the. How fucking close do I need it?
He doesn't need.
Dude,
I'm
Look,
gonna
he doesn't
base
need to
this. I'm
swallow
gonna
the
base
fucking
base
mic.
this.
This is close enough.
You do.
You do. No.
Okay,
no, you do.
so-
I'm looking at the fucking audio right now, and it's literally going in and out for whenever one of you guys talks.
Okay.
yeah.
It works for me, but then Yuli keeps backing up.
So hi, I'm
Like this far.
I'm
Doctor.
I'm not even joking.
I am insert name here because well for now I'm Dr. X. My voice sucks.
Soon to
but
be decided by the comment section.
yes.
Soon to be.
I just want to add on to that. My 3 games. I actually had to debate this, but I have to get my third one is Cyberpunk. This is
Yeah.
this is personal. This is like a personal kind
Of course,
thing.
it's a personal
Yes,
kind of
yeah,
thing.
of course.
So Cyberpunk.
I picked the division for a reason.
It is
dude.
true
It's
that
personal.
one of the best upcoming
The
games of
games
2019 is
that are the
Cyberpunk
best
2077.
Are truth.
If I
they are not
really
subjective.
It is gospel.
if I really want to like get serious, I could say that Cyberpunk, Metro, and also what's that new samurai game coming out? Not the one I'm about to say. The Ghost of Tsushima. Those are all
Sucker Punch
contenders.
Studios coming at it again.
Those are literal all contenders for number 3 for me. But
That's
I would
number
have
3?
I would yes for number 3. All of those. They're
All of those are number 3.
yes, they're all
Okay.
great games.
You better
But
have
like
something good.
Cyberpunk has to
Yeah.
go in front. My second has to be Sekiro Die Twice. Just,
Okay.
just
Okay.
because of my love for Dark Souls.
And it's Japanese.
And this is
as if Dark Souls wasn't Japanese enough because of From Software. Now it's more Japanese because of From Software.
Mr. X.
yes.
bug.
Shut up.
Do
Okay,
you know about Code Vein?
what's Code Vein?
Code
It's-
Vein
it's-
is like a Dark Souls, but like with vampires.
Yeah.
I don't know.
It's weird.
You can't hear. My my most anticipated, which is very surprising, is Spellbreak, which this boy got me excited for.
Jake.
I got into
Well-
the pre-alpha testing, and he's in it too.
I'm not.
It's really good.
Okay.
I'm literally on it
Okay,
on
well,
non-disclosure agreement. I can't say
okay,
shit about it.
well, I'll stop
It's
here,
good.
but we'll talk about it later. And I have some shit
you
happen.
literally on an NDA?
Some
Yeah,
shit-
I'm on an NDA. I cannot upload anything to YouTube. I can't stream it. I can't do anything except discuss it in the Discord with other testers.
Some shit happened.
But well, I can say that I'm excited for it. I
Yeah.
can't tell you things about the game.
That's true.
So-
you can't.
Unless it's in a trailer or a highlight reel that they threw up, I cannot show you anything.
Well,
Well, based off of what we've seen, it's a very interesting thing to
Yeah.
comprehend.
The mechanics of the game, the battle mechanics, the combat.
let
I
me-
am so excited for
let
it.
me-
If they can move that into another game mode, which they are going to. They said that they will because they want to make this an esport, and they outright said Battle Royale is not an esport, and I respect them for that. If they can move
It's
this
not.
into
Jake,
an arena
Jake.
shooter or a capture the flag or something
Jake,
else.
I'll literally mute your audio. Give me 1 second. So I could give this back to Andrew. Just let me say, me and Jake, and maybe even Nick, and then whoever else wants to join, I want to do one like
Yuli
30-minute podcast talking about this, if that is okay. Which
I
we'll
don't know why
discuss
you're saying
after.
it now, yeah.
But
Mom
like,
and
let me
Dad.
just say, I'm the audio. I am, the editor. So, but
Oh yeah, I'm back. Yeah, we'll definitely probably once it gets later on in its development cycle, but definitely we'll do something about it.
Also, when we're
it's-
not on an NDA.
It's gonna go.
Yeah, not
we're
on
gonna be off
NDA.
NDA February. They're saying.
Okay, so
you go.
once that
Yeah.
happens, yes.
So we're gonna stream that.
okay, fine. Then I'll just say that like
Me and
Mr. X.
will stream that.
yes,
Oh,
and
hold on, Doctor.
Oh,
and-
Dr. X, you're gonna bleep that. Sorry.
yeah.
You better remember that.
Only the other F word.
You better
I'm gonna
remember
rip
that.
you.
Huh?
I'm gonna rip you.
You better
I'm gonna
bleep that.
bleep-
You better
bleep
bleep
that
that
out,
out
too.
too.
You better
Yeah,
delete
okay.
that.
You
But
better
okay,
delete
since
that.
this is gonna
Just
take
sample
so
someone saying Dr. X and paste
since
it
it's
over.
gonna take so long,
What is
I'm
your
gonna
hair
just say
right
like
now?
I'm really look. Listen, since it's gonna be a while until we talk about this, I just want to say thank you to Spellbreak for answering the questions I had. I had 2 questions, and I'll put them up on the screen.
Oh, he
Whatever.
got the final
And
question. That
yeah,
was
I got
good.
the final question, and I'm very happy. God, they seem like
Respect.
really nice people, and I just really hope the game does really well. So I'll give this back to Andrew. The fucking I have to delete those 2 out, but I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
Here you go.
3.
There's a lot going on over there.
There's a lot going on over there.
I don't know what.
He's my BB. Don't make fun of him.
Okay, I'm not making fun of
Oh,
him.
so he's your
The,
baby now.
the part looks like it
Is
looks
you
weird
is,
right now. You look
or
like
is
an
you
anime
ain't.
character.
My BB.
This is probably causing a lot of noise into my legs. So you probably should.
You should probably mute his mic
We'll
while
mute
you do
it.
this.
Oh, all right.
Do we want to wrap it up then?
Well, everybody, thanks for showing up. You probably
You guys
didn't
point to
because
your
we don't.
respective cameras.
Yeah. Camera 2, we love you, but I like camera.
face.
I
love you so goddamn much.
They're holding me hostage.
Plug in
Plug
anything?
in what? I'm not gonna plug that in right now. I'm not even active on it.
Listen,
yet
we're not-
at the moment because of.
All right.
I'll
anyway,
plug my
I'm-
stream later when we do the Spellbreak thing. So
I'm
you can
gonna
watch
plug
that.
my stream
unofficially
later, too.
officially sponsor Cyberpunk 2077
I'm
for this
gonna
podcast.
officially unsponsor sponsor.
I'm gonna.
we can't do
officially,
sponsors yet.
unofficially
We're too
sponsor.
broke.
unsponsor sponsor.
Yeah, like do like a
Unsponsored.
flashing,
Chick-fil-A.
not sponsored thing.
Like not sponsored.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Chick-fil-A.
this
no,
has
we're
been-
not sponsored by Chick-fil-A.
Not sponsored.
Officially, unofficially sponsored by
No,
Chick-fil-A.
we're not. No,
We're
there's
unofficially,
no
officially.
officially.
No.
Unofficially,
We're
officially.
unofficially forever.
Here's the thing.
We're just
We're-
not
Chick-fil-A, if you
sponsored.
we
sponsor
are
me, I
not
will love you
sponsored by
forever.
Chick-fil-A.
We're not sponsored by
We are
anyone.
sponsoring Chick-fil-A.
Okay. There's a
Okay, okay.
difference.
I'm up for that.
There's the difference between paid advertisement and free advertisement, and that's called a
They
meal.
have good sandwiches.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A, go there. They have really good food. Woo!
Yeah.
And if you know Bojangles, go to Bojangles too.
Got about Bojangles.
Bojangles.
Pop up Bojangles, please. I love Bojangles.
We
Bojangles
can't
doesn't
use-
exist.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't.
Doritos
There's
and
one up like 3 hours away. Okay, I'll drive to it.
It doesn't exist.
Yes, it does.
Okay. Anyway, regardless,
Don't.
welcome or sorry, goodbye. We'll see you next time on the Shut-ins podcast.
I'll miss you.
All
Number
right.
2.
We
Next
won't.
time we're
I
talking
will.
about the F word.
The F word.
Fortnite.
Fortnite.
We
Oh.
aren't talking about.
Bye, camera 2. I love you.
Bye, Camera 2.
We're not talking about Fortnite. We're talking about our favorite video games of 2018.
Our favorite video? No, we're not.
No,
We're not
don't
doing.
Don't go hug and kiss Camera 2. Please don't. No,
No, no.
don't. That's no.
All right,
that's
we're done.
disgusting.
This is getting cut out.
That's
Yeah.
This is weird.
We're done.
No. Keep that.
Bye bye.
Okay.
It's like it's all black.
Okay. Hey, bring up OBS on his computer
All right.
and stop it. I don't know why I'm talking so much. It's just so. That was fun. That was fun.
That was cool.